Hi, good morning. Welcome to the sports review segment of Breakfast Daily. My name is Nathan Crow. Good morning, Freeman, and good morning, Kweku. How are you doing?
Yeah. Good morning, Nathan. We are good.
Dayside.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay, but my day just got better.
Really?
Yeah, with the last story. It says Kumawu drops 11 SmackDown.
No, add the action movie.
The action movie.
It's the action for me. No, but trust Kumawu to do this. You know, trust them to do
SmackDown.
this. Yeah. 11 SmackDown.
I mean,
you should see the photograph that
it will be interesting.
I need to have a look
to watch
at it.
that movie, man.
What I will say is that I've seen a couple of these local movies with some action scenes. To be brutally honest, this is coming from a connoisseur of action movies and fight scenes. Some of them aren't that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the choreography is decent.
Yeah.
And if it can be improved, it will be good. But I'll have to see how this 11 SmackDown.
No, but you know, some Chinese movies and Indian action movies, you know, Charlie, it is terrible. Terrible. You know, no, the action is somewhere. The sound is somewhere. Charlie,
Everything's
that's
all
big
over the
bazaar.
place. Anyway, we'll see how it plays out. But let's start off with the Black Stars. Now, the Black Stars will start the AFCON qualifier sometime in June. Now, Bristol City forward Antoine Semenyo, he says he's ready to play for the national team. Now, he was giving a call-up ahead of the Nigeria game, but he picked up an injury and so was not available for that encounter. But he has been speaking and he says he's ready to play fully for the national team. A few years ago, he was on the radar of the GFA. He finally declared to play for Ghana. He's made his decision already to switch, but he hasn't played yet. But like I said, due to injury problems, but he's back and he's ready and available to play for the senior team when the qualifiers for the next AFCON begin in June. Now, for a lot of the observers of the national team, they believe that the qualifiers should be part of the way that the team is tested and shaking up and improved ahead of the World Cup, which will be played later this year. So Antoine Semenyo has already thrown his hat in. He wants to be part of the qualifiers. Okay. He wants to see if he can give himself a chance of making it to the World Cup and playing in next year's AFCON, which will be played in Cote d'Ivoire. We move on to European football, and goodness me, if you love Champions League football, last night was an absolute feast of some great attacking football and a display of class from Liverpool. So Liverpool went to the Estadio Ceramica and they beat Villarreal by 3 goals to 2. 3 goals to 2. Now, what does that mean? Liverpool qualified 5-2 and navigate, but it could have been very different because Villarreal took a 2-goal lead through Boulaye Dia and Francis Coquelin. Francis Coquelin made it 2-0. At that point, everybody on social media was going crazy. Will Liverpool qualify? Won't they qualify? People were preparing the drafts. Liverpool said, hold my beer and watch the second half. and they did that. They scored 3 times to grant them. Now, by the time the score was really 2-2 or 2-1, it was beginning to go out of Villarreal's hands. Fabinho scored, Luis Diaz scored, and Sadio Mane punished Geronimo Ruiz foray outside the box, and he ended up being Liverpool 3, Villarreal 2. So fantastic stuff from Liverpool. I'm sure you were jumping up and down, and you were enjoying it.
You see, so I don't get to watch it on TV at home, right? So I was following it on Twitter. Then, as I'm following what's going on, I get up to go and make a drink and come back. By the time I come back, refresh my Twitter, I'm like, what happened? I couldn't be. I saw 2-1.
Okay.
By the time I came back, it was 3-2. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, the goals were scored in quick succession. So 2-1, and then it took a little while. Then it was 2-2, and then Sadio Mane made it 3-2. And it was good night to the Yellow Submarines. They got sunk by the Liverpool team. So Liverpool are in the final. They take on the winner of tonight's second Champions League semi-final between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Now, the two teams have been preparing for this encounter, and you can see the players warming up in training, whether they are lifting weights, I don't know what they are doing, but they are getting ready for tonight's encounter between Real Madrid and Manchester City. What is the status quo? Man City lead 4-3 from last week's first leg. 4-3 from last week's first leg. A bit of context. Now, Man City are hoping, this is where they are hoping to get to a Champions League final. They are hoping to wrap up the Premier League title. For Real Madrid, they've already won the Spanish League. They won it on Saturday. And so this is hoping that they will make a Champions League final in Paris. Now, so that's the story. So Man City players smiling, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva enjoying training, but there will not be any smiles tonight when the referee's whistle goes off at the Santiago Bernabeu. Like I said, the status quo is 4-3 to Man City. What do they need? If they avoid defeat, they are through to a Champions League final, their second straight Champions League final. If they lose that encounter, they will not be going, and it will be Real Madrid who will be playing against Liverpool. Now, mind you, Mohamed Salah was interviewed last night, and he was very definite in his choice. He says, I want Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Now, for those who are wondering why, there's a bit of history to it. Now, Jurgen Klopp's first Champions League final as Liverpool manager, remember, he lost it to Real Madrid. And in that game, Sergio Ramos pulled Mohamed Salah's shoulder and kind of injured him. And so Salah had to be taken out, and Liverpool lost the game. So Salah has a bit of history. He's hoping to punish Real Madrid for what they did to him 2 or so years or 3 years ago in the final of the Champions League. So it should be fun stuff. Freeman, it should be fun, right?
Yeah.
You don't sound confident.
You have butterflies? Never?
Well, you know, these days, when the matches are coming up, you know, and you sound too confident, then something happens.
The gods have a will.
So now you're a bit modest about it. And Real Madrid is not a team that you say, I mean, you go in all confidence, you know. So, I mean, this is Man City. You know what we can do.
But you know, look, a bit of history. Now, Man City, the last time they went to Real Madrid, they won. They beat Real Madrid both home and away. This was during the lockdown, no fans and all of that. So it's not like Man City don't know how to play these kinds of games. They are very competent. The challenge is that it's only a 4-3 score and there's only one goal left. If Madrid scores, it's 4-4. Then you play out in terms of who gets to. Remember, the away goals who don't count anymore. So if it's 4-4, you keep playing until there's a winner. So I think that Man City can qualify. But you look at Real Madrid's
Man City will qualify.
History and pedigree and this experience they have. And it's funny how they've played this Champions League. They never play well, but they find their moment and bang, they score and that's it. Story is over. So we'll enjoy it. For us, the neutrals, we will enjoy it.
I mean, you will have something
totally
awesome
relax
to enjoy.
and enjoy the game.
Please do, please do. You know, we are just being modest. It doesn't mean that we are not confident. You know, just to know the difference between the two.
Okay.
Nathan,
you are doing bluffing on us now.
At this point, I can resort to grammar.
Semantics.
I know, right?
Can resort to all kinds of But so that's happening. So Real Madrid versus Man City, 7 p.m. Game kicks off at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. The winner gets a ticket to face Liverpool later, I think late May or early June, in the Champions League final to be played in Paris.
Awesome,
all right.
Awesome.
Well,
Nathan, before you go, David has been visiting Mahat Beach Resort with a very good friend.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt I should volunteer information.
All I can say is
we like such information.
You like such information?
You know,
okay. All right. Well, the details will come later.
Okay.
Yeah. All I want to say is, well, good morning now. I'll come and watch the game tonight. Yeah. I'm coming home.
Hey.
Make the salad be ready, okay? I'll be coming.
Nathan, beer water.
Right? Beer water.
No, it's okay.
You have done your smoking gun.
Don't worry. You have made me do this.
Wow.
You have made me do it. I shall be sitting here. Nathan, thank you very much. Our regards to Mrs. Cloud.
Yes.
Right. This is Breakfast Daily. We'll be right back.